Hey everybody and welcome back to yet another episode of Just Cause 4. So yet another Just Cause 4 trailer just dropped at the Square Enix press conference at E3. So they talked about a bunch of new gameplay features that are making their way to Just Cause 4 when it releases on December 4th, 2018. So I wanted to just kind of talk about some of those new features that are going to be added to the game. But before we can do that, I'm just going to play the trailer for you guys just in case you missed it. And then we can get started discussing this trailer.
Welcome to Just Cause 4 and the return of Rico Rodriguez, a rogue agent on a mission that'll challenge everything and everyone he knows. Rico has arrived in the fictional South American country of Solis, the largest and most breathtaking world we've ever created. Every journey into Solis will uncover history, secrets, and danger. Never before has a Just Cause game offered greater variety, rich in all forms of life. At first glance, Solis is a beautiful location, but scratch the surface and you will uncover oppression, fear, and violence, all enforced by Gabriela, the leader of the private militia organization, the Black Hand. Just Cause 4 takes destruction and physics simulation to a whole new level with the introduction of extreme weather. Experience towering tornadoes that can tear trees from the ground and level bridges to sticks. Awesome forked lightning, unpredictable and deadly sandstorms, and roaring blizzards. Witness the spectacular destruction as they offer both a challenge to Rico, as well as creating fun opportunities for creative sandbox gameplay. Our vehicles have been totally overhauled with new additions that offer extra gameplay opportunities. Bulldozers, car transporters, cranes, and even wrecking balls are all fun in our world. We have new handling on bikes and cars, as well as exotic vehicles like jet skis and microjets. Rico's grapple is now fully customizable and has been overhauled to make it more intuitive for newcomers, while offering greater depth for a more experienced player. The grapple now has more tethers than ever before, and the ability to deploy booster rockets in the all-new airlifters, making the grapple an incredibly powerful and creative tool. Meanwhile, a new story glues together our free-form, go-anywhere, do-anything gameplay that Just Cause is so famous for, and the stakes for Rico have never been higher. Combat in Just Cause 4 is better than ever. Enemies now present a far more intelligent threat to Rico. Each archetype comes with unique abilities, with AI designed to keep the player on their toes. Solis is a deeply advanced systemic world, and everything you've seen, from the incredible physicalized destruction to unparalleled draw distance, is powered by the brand new, best-in-class, open-world Apex engine. Welcome to Just Cause 4.
So obviously they talk about how this is the biggest Just Cause game they have ever created. Just Cause 4 is set in Solis, which is in South America, which is the home of the Black Hand, which you guys probably know from the previous Just Cause games. So you'll have plenty of biomes to choose from. You're gonna have jungles, deserts, obviously watery regions, and also snow, which is going to be kind of interesting. I assume it's going to be located in the mountainous area. They show us a bunch of new action factions, vehicles, and whatnot. And I do have to say, I think the variety of vehicles and weapons in this game is going to be amazing. I'm super looking forward to this. And also they talked about different firing modes for some of the weapons, how you can unlock different characteristics of a weapon by switching some of the firing modes that they have. So you want to pick up some of those weapons that are going to be scattered throughout the entire world. Obviously they talk about the new villain Gabriella, which is the leader of the Black Hand. There's some rumors surrounding her that she's apparently gonna be Rico's match, so I assume she might have some sort of abilities, maybe some sort of like a mech suit that you can customize. I'm not sure where I actually heard this rumor, but apparently there is going to be like some sort of an Iron Man suit for Rico that you'll be able to customize. Maybe you'll be able to get it from Gabriella, or maybe you'll have to craft it to defeat her. But I do genuinely believe that the main kind of story of this game is gonna be surrounding the weather. I feel like the Black Hand has created some sort of a super weapon that manipulates weather in Just Cause 4, and that is essentially what we're gonna be combating in the game. But I also feel like it's an experiment that has gone rogue, but I'm gonna talk in detail about that in another video that I'm just gonna dedicate to covering the story of the game. Obviously in the trailer they showcase all of the brand new weather that we're going to have in Just Cause 4, which is obviously the key of the game, and I think it's just gonna be so much fun, and it's gonna be so cool to see the environment change so much by obviously having massive dust storms, tornadoes, lightning storms, as well as blizzards. Obviously the gameplay is gonna change depending on which one of those you find yourself in, and I think it's gonna be super cool flying through tornadoes in cargo planes, which obviously you guys can see plenty of in this trailer. And I just have to say that the variety once again of vehicles looks absolutely insane. I mean, you've got cranes, you've got massive cargo planes, wrecking balls and whatnot, and with the addition of the brand new customizable tether, the amount of tethers, which is going to be obviously increased for this game, I think is going to make for some real creative moments. Of course, you have balloons that you can suspend vehicles in that you can see in this trailer, which looks extremely goofy, which I really enjoy, as well as boosters, so you can make your own little vehicles if you choose so. But I think that's just gonna add so much more gameplay variety to this game, which gets me very excited. They also mention how they basically reworked the handling of most of the vehicles, which is a very welcome addition, I think, for a lot of people, because that was one of the biggest complaints that I have heard about Just Cause 3. So having these vehicles that are finally going to handle a little bit better, I hope they're gonna be more physics-based, because I feel like in Just Cause 3 a lot of the vehicles were very grounded. I want to have more air for some of these stunts. I want my motorbike to go a little bit crazy, not necessarily too realistic. I just kind of think it suits the theme of Just Cause. And as you guys can see, the bulldozers, they can actually lift up some elements of them, as well as you've got ramps that you can extend and whatnot. So once again, I think that's gonna make for some really interesting gameplay with some creative stunts and challenges to be had in the game, which I just can't wait to get my hands on. And can we talk about the planes? They are introducing microjets, jets, different types of helicopters, and obviously the cargo plane. I think the variety of air vehicles is absolutely spectacular, and if you guys know me, that is the thing that I'm most excited for, because I feel like air vehicles just create possibilities, and it's good to see that in this game. It definitely looks like in this game the enemy variety is going to be much greater, and they keep talking about the better AI they have crafted that is going to be more challenging for the player, which I personally think is a good thing, because I feel like Just Cause 3 could be kind of mindless from time to time when you're liberating bases and whatnot. You don't have to worry too much, because you just get in a plane high enough and just keep dropping bombs on that base, and the only thing that can really take you out is the anti-air. But seeing some of the foot soldiers with some sort of anti-air defenses is gonna be super cool to see in a Just Cause game, because I mean, more challenge sometimes creates more fun, and I think this is going to be the case with Just Cause 4. Lastly, let's mention the new engine that they have created for this game, the Apex engine. So apparently the draw distance is absolutely insane on this game. The game is just going to look spectacular. Hopefully it's going to be well optimized, because once again, that was one of my biggest gripes with Just Cause 3, how poorly optimized it was. I felt like the more I played that game, the less frame rate I would end up getting thing. I would start at 60 FPS, but by the end of the session, I would be maybe getting 25. So seeing smooth 60 FPS on max setting would be a very welcomed addition, and with all of this enhanced distraction, all of these environmental changes and whatnot, if we can get a smooth frame rate, that is going to be fantastic. But one thing that I wish Just Cause had, and I'm not sure, maybe that is going to be the case, is some sort of a photo mode. Quite often I'm just flying through these beautiful landscapes that they've created, but I'm not able to take a proper screenshot how I want it. So having a photo mode would be such a nice addition to Just Cause 4. But anyway guys, that is gonna do it for this trailer breakdown. I hope you guys enjoyed this. I am so looking forward to creating more Just Cause 4 content, so make sure you subscribe to this channel for plenty more, and if you enjoyed this video, make sure to leave a like on it. If you haven't already, I do have a public Discord for everybody to join. The link to that is in the description. But thank you so much for watching. Hope you're gonna have a wonderful day, and I'll see you guys next time. Take care, goodbye. Bye bye.